Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, this is a weird angle, but I'm trying out new angles and things like that. I'm trying to expand. So, sorry it's a mess back there. I didn't make my bed today. But I went to the library yesterday. I wanted to share with you the books I got because unfortunately I didn't get the books off my TBR because they weren't available. Only 2 of them are available on Hoopla and Libby. And then the other was just aren't available. So, sorry about that. What to start with first? Should I start with the books I got from the Should I start with the books that I got from the free library card, the movies I got, or the books that I got out of just impulse looking? Let's start with the movies. Okay, sorry. I'm all over the place today. Okay, so the first movie I got, I'm actually been going over to my friend's house to watch these movies, actually, because they're all pretty interesting. We watched The Nun yesterday, but it's already going back, so, yeah. But the first one I have is Daniel Radcliffe's The Woman in Black. The Woman in Black. And it's a PG-13, but I heard that it's interesting and a little bit, like, eerie, spooky, scary. And then I renewed Welcome Home with Aaron Paul and Emily Ratajkowski, only because we didn't get to watch it yet, and it was due back, and I just renewed it. I finally got one of your guys' recommendations, and that is Morgan. Yeah, that is, Morgan, which just has provocative sci-fi thriller by James Oster from the producer Ridley Scott. So, it's a rated R. It looks interesting. It's about this girl, I guess, that has, powers of some sort. It says, from Oscar-nominated producer Ridley Scott and director Luke Scott comes this visceral, edge-of-your-seat thriller with an all-star cast. Inside a remote top-secret lab, scientists are working on an experiment that is leading the way for the next steps in human evolution. But when the experiment subject, a genetically designed human, triggers a terrifying event, those involved must decide if the promise of infinite potential outweighs the incalculable danger. So basically it's like a human turned into like an AI-based situation. She's an experiment project. And then of course I had to get The Hate U Give again. I read the book and now I want to watch the movie to see if it corresponds to the book in any sort of way. And last but not least, I had to get Nightmares and Dreamscapes from the Stories of Stephen King, the eight mind-bending stories. So I got that as well. It doesn't tell me what it features. I wonder if it does in here. You know they got a hell of a band. Autopsy Room 4. The Fifth Quarter, The Road Virus Heads North, The End of the Whole Mess, Battleground, Crouch, and Omni's Last Case. So those are the ones that are in here. Which I've never heard of any of those. So if you've heard of any of them, let me know down below. Also, if you made it this far into the video, please go ahead and comment, or like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell down in this corner over here so you can be told about all of my content usually I have going up. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and get into the books I picked up on impulse. Okay, so it says 3 Friends, 2 Love Stories, 1 Convention. Queens of Geeks by Jen Wilde. It looks like this. And I'm assuming, I don't know what it's about. I just saw it and I was like, Queens of Geek. Why have I heard that before? I've heard it somewhere. I don't know where. Man, can you get out of the frame? So, she's a vlogger and actress promoting her first movie at SupaCon And this is her chance to show fans she's over her public breakup with co-star Reese Ryan. Then when internet famous cool girl actress Alyssa Huntington arrives, it seems Charlie's longtime crush on her isn't as one-sided as she thought. Taylor likes to blend in. Her brain is wired differently, making her fear change. And there's one thing in her life she thinks will never change: her friendship with her best guy friend, Jamie. No matter how much she may secretly want it to, but when she hears about a fan contest for her favorite fandom, she starts to rethink her rules on playing it safe. It says praise from the Swoon Reese community and beyond, so I'm not sure. It looked good though. Okay, next I got The House by Christina Lauren. And I just realized Christina Lauren is the author of My Beautiful Bastard series that I'm going to be reading soon. And I just cannot wait for this. It talks about like a haunting and everything. And when you go through, it says like her, him, her, him, her, him. So it's a point of view between a guy and a girl, different points of views. Yeah, see? And then it says her and him, her, him. That's how the chapters go. It's like her point of view, his point of view. Her point of view, his point of view. And it says that it is a masterfully told and wholly original. That's what Ransom Riggs said. And all it says is his shirt is black, his jeans are black, and shaggy black hair falls into his eyes. And when Gavin looks up at Delilah, his dark eyes shadowed with bluish circles seem to flicker to life. He lives in that house, the one at the edge of town. Spooky and maybe haunted, something worse than haunted, and Gavin is trapped by its secrets. Delilah and Gavin can't resist each other, but staying together will exact a price beyond their imagining. So, yeah. Next, I'm really happy about this one. This is actually from my TBR, and I have to find it in the bowl now, but literally it's called The Bowl, and it's just a bunch of different, like, poems and things like that. I did not know that. It is by David Elliott, and somebody was talking about this, and I was like, I don't remember who it was, though. I don't write that down. I just write down the title of the book, usually. So, I can't wait to read this, and it'll probably be a quick and easy read. Can you not? Wait a second. Alright, so the inside of this says, see the story of Theseus and the Minotaur in a whole new light. Minos thought he could pull a fast one on me, Poseidon, god of the sea, but I'm the last one on whom you should try such a thing. The nerve of that guy, the balls, the audacity. I am the ocean. I got capacity, depths, darkness, Delphic power. So his sweet little plan went big time sour, and his wife had a son born with horns and a muzzle who ended up in an underground puzzle. What is it with you mortals? You just can't seem to learn. If you play with fire, babies, you're gonna get burned. So it sounds interesting. I'm excited for it. And sorry, my camera's moving and you're hearing crap fall because my cat's getting into everything right now. You know, people talk about how their kids get into shit. Let me tell you, having a cat is like having a toddler in your house. Constantly making shit fall and break and everything. Anyway, off that. Oh, I have that book. Sorry. I'm watching, Emma. Or is it Haley? I don't remember. Somebody. I have YouTube going in the background, BookTube, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, this is another poems book. It's by Ada Lyman, and it's called The Carrying. And I have no idea what this is about. Nobody has talked about this yet. It's just a bunch of poems again. It's about, like, trying, and dead stars, and the dead boy, and the wife, and all this other stuff. I don't know. I just saw it. It was in our new library section at the library, and I was just like, that cover just looks so interesting to me. Like, what do you see when you look at that, honestly? I see a lot, and I'm not gonna say what I see. But anyway, next I got Don't Call Me Crazy, 33 Voices Start the Conversation About Mental Health, edited by Kelly Jensen. And this is what it looks like, and this is actually another one off of my TBR list. So I'm kind of excited about it, and I didn't realize it was going to be like a read like this, though. Like, that's a lot of words on a page. But that's totally okay, because this talks about mental health and everything. It's 33 different voices. Libra Bray is a voice in it, which, if you guys know the Diviner series, she is the author of the Diviner series. And Kelly Jensen, obviously. And I think that's all. Besides Kristen Bell. That's the only other one I know, really. I think. I might know more later on, but right now... Oh, Victoria Schwab, V.E. Schwab. She's also one of the voices of this as well. So that's really exciting. I can't wait to read that. And finally, I got a duology start. And this is The Stars Never Rise by Rachel Vincent. And they will try to destroy us, but we are made to fly. I read the synopsis of this, and I'm not going to read the synopsis for you guys, but this is amazing. All the back says, a degenerate in New Temperance, a rogue exorcist with beautiful green eyes, a parking lot full of cops, and they were all looking for me. There's no turning back. It's about a 16-year-old. Her name is Nina Kane. And it's just basically about her survival because her friend Melly is keeping a secret that threatens their existence. And she's doing everything she can to protect them. And Nina needs to trust Finn, a fugitive with deep green eyes who has already saved her life once and who might just be an exorcist. But what kind of exorcist wears a hoodie? They're wanted by the church and hunted by dark forces. Nina knows she can't survive on her own. She needs Finn and his group of rogue friends just as much as they need her. So it's like immortality and things like that, and I'm really excited to read this. And I mean, this cover is beautiful. There's another one, I can't remember the name of it though. It's something about like a feather or something, and I cannot wait to read it. Okay, so that is all of the movies and books that I got for, you know, the TBR and TBW list. However, I did hit that free, I want to read that. I did hit that free library cart again. Man, that thing is like the Dollar Tree for me. It is a curse. So give me 1 second. Alright, so I'm not going to read the synopsis of any of these books. I'm just going to put them up and show you. This one's called Picture the Dead by Adele Griffin and Lisa Brown. So it looks like this. And I mean, it's pretty interesting inside. It looks like this. It's like illustrations and things. And it's got like words too. And illustrations and words and illustrations and words and things like that. I saw it and I was like, ooh, that looks really interesting. And it says, I love Picture the Dead, eerie, romantic, moody, and immersive by Holly Black. And she's the author of Tithe, a Modern Fairy Tale. So, you know, it's gotta be good. Next I grabbed Tales of the City by Armistead Maupin. It's a 20th anniversary edition with a new afterword by the author. And I'm going to cover this because I didn't realize, or actually, I don't know. I didn't realize that there was an address on here. I might like write this person and be like, thank you so much for this book. Okay. But anyway, it looks like this, and it's just about this woman who travels different like cities and things like that and talks about her, you know, experiences. Next I got In the Deep Woods by Nicholas Conde, and I believe this is a very old edition. Yeah, this is a 1989 edition. And it just looks like this. It's just a black book, and then it's got the spine in gold, green lettering, I guess. So it's older. Next is another black book I got, and this is called Captured, and I was eyeballing this before, and this one is like really old, you can tell just by the pages being like kind of yellowed. And this is a 1977 edition, and it sounds good, it looks good, and again, just black book, gold lettering on the spine. Then I got Diane Duane, author of Deep Wizardly, The Book of Night with Moon, and the only reason I got this is because of the cat. Like, oh my gosh. Then it says the cats who guard the gates. That's all it says in the back, like in big letters right here. So I was like, yes, I have to. I just have to, you know. And this one is a copyright of December 1997. So that's really interesting. Then I found this one. It's called Material Girls. Sometimes Your World Needs a Makeover by Elaine Demopoulos. It's an advanced reading copy, and it says not for sale. It's a revolutionist training in this debut novel. And this book, just by looking at it, looks amazing. And it came out in May 5th of 2015. So, but it's beautiful as well. And it's basically about like these material girls that are models and the struggles they go through and things like that. Next, I got The Bet by Rachel Van Dyken, and it's #1 New York Times bestseller. And I don't know what anything it's about. It's basically like a proposition. Like they have to pretend that they're in a relationship. I want that. But anyways, this is what it looks like, and I cannot wait to read this. And I believe this one is the copyright of 2013, so it's not that old as well. Okay, and this is the last book that doesn't have a cover. It's called True Grit by Charles Portis. It's a Simon & Schuster book. It's just blue. It's really old. There's another, like, address. These came from Texas, so. And this is a 1968 book, and it's just blue, and again, just the spine right there. So that's awesome. And then, of course, I got some little ones, too. I got a haunted vintage mystery, All Dressed Up and No Place to Haunt. It's by Rose Pressey, USA Today bestselling author. And again, it had a cat on it, so I grabbed it, and I was like, oh, that's so cute, you know? And it talks about haunting, so, you know, why not? Next I got this one. It's Disordered Minds by Minette Walters. It's the first time in print in the U.S. New York Times bestselling author of Fox Evil. I don't know if anybody's ever read that or heard of that, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of old-ish. It's like one of those older paperback books you get, like, from the olden days. I wanted to see. The copyright of it is 2003, but it's the first U.S. Edition. I guess he's not from here, so that's interesting. I push away the people that I. Okay, next I got The Bridegroom Robber. I'm not sure. It's kind of old. I think it's Eudora Welty. But the date received to my library was 81. It was a gift to the library in 81. And it's from 1942. So that's amazing. And it's in really good shape, and it looked interesting to me as well. It's even got those old-timey, like, where you put the cards in. Oh, gosh, do you guys remember that? That was amazing. So there's that one. I got this one. It's from the Harlequin Super Romance. It's Another Woman's Son by Anna Adams. And you know how when you, like, start seeing somebody and they have a kid and it's kind of awkward? Well, I wanted to read this because of that. It's from 2005, and there's a lot of other books that she's wrote. Yeah. So, I just thought it was cute and interesting. It's got yellow on it. Okay. Next I have the New York Times bestseller Face Off by David Baldacci. And it talks about Dennis Lehan versus Michael Conley, Ian Rankin versus Peter James, R.L. Stein versus Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child, M.J. Rose versus Lisa Gardner, Steve Martini versus Linda Fairston, Jeffrey Deaver versus John Sanford, Heather Graham versus Paul Wilson, Raymond Corey versus Linwood Barclay, John Lescrow Art versus T. Jefferson Parker, Steve Berry versus James Rollins, and Lee Child versus Joseph Binder. And basically it says, there's never been anything like this before. 22 of your favorite characters, 11 thrilling stories, get ready to face off. So basically these people that I just named right here, they face off of each other's stories and they make a story together. So I thought that was like really awesome. And I could not wait. I was so excited. And I don't know, this is like a bunch of different like copyright dates. There's not just one copyright date, I don't think. Okay, the International Thriller Writers Incorporated. says 2014, but these other books are 2014, 2014, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. Okay, maybe they all are 2014. Okay. So it looks really interesting to me. And then last but not least, well, there's another one, but I didn't get it. Interesting. Last but not least is Agatha Christie, The Seven Dials Mystery by the author of Curtain. So it looks like this, and I had to get an Agatha Christie mystery book because I heard her books are amazing. And they're old too. Older, I should say. I shouldn't say old, that's kind of rude. They're 1929 though. 1929 is when this book came out. So I'm excited. I mean, these pages though. Whew. Ooh, what was that? Something just fell out of the book, guys. Okay, maybe I should start doing this from now on before anything. If you can see that though, like there's so much damage to this book. It sucks. But anyway, the last book I got, I actually don't have here. I gave it to a friend, and that was Jurassic Park. I don't remember who wrote it, but she's a huge Jurassic Park fan. So I gave it to her because I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so totally my friend Jessie. So I had to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will go ahead and see you in the next one. I don't know when that's going to be. It's just so random. Oh my gosh, her phone just fell in the toilet out of her back pocket. Oh my gosh, I remember those days. Okay, but anyways, you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Okay, so upon rewatching this, I just realized that I totally did not say like, comment, and subscribe at the end. So I sincerely apologize, and the notification bell will be in this corner over here. Oh my gosh, I didn't get my nails done. Anyways, sidetracking myself, sorry. And if you see any books that you want me to review so you can possibly pick them up at some point, let me know. I will gladly do so. Right now I don't work that much, so I do a lot of reading, and I just want to know, like, your guys' favorites. I want to get to know you guys a little more. And just a little another side note, there is going to be a new book tag coming soon. Or new book tag. I should say there are going to be some book tag videos coming soon. I'm getting more and more ideas as I watch other booktubers. So stay tuned to that. And if anybody can tell me how to find the links for the channel so I can, you know, put them in the description box below so you can click on them, I would really appreciate it. Because I just can't figure that out for the life of me. And I really want to start, like, you know, tagging other booktubers. Because, I mean, I watch their content and I get the inspiration from their content. So I want to go ahead and share that inspiration with others as well. Alright, see ya. Bye!